Oh, you've got to love spring in Australia. It's beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. So I thought I'd get outside today and enjoy a bit of fresh air. Today we're going to do a quick backflush of the cooling system on our MC19. Now when we took the radiator off in the last video, what was in there was pretty disgusting. Rust water, that's what we'll call it. So as we start winding the motor over in the workshop, we don't want it pumping rust water everywhere. And also we'd sort of benefit from a bit of initial cleaning, you know, getting rid of the larger lumps. And as we work our way through the engine, if we have opportunities to get rid of some of the other stuff, that's great. So I'm going to show you how to backflush a cooling system. So our radiator did sit here, and that's the top hose, and there's the bottom hose. You should be able to just sort of see that bottom hose dangling around. There we go. Now generally the flow through a cooling system is the hot water from the engine will come in the top of the radiator, and it will be pumped by the water pump, which is on the other side there, and you can actually see it. It'll be pumped through the engine and then back out of the top in a constant cycle. So to get the maximum of filth out of the engine, we need to actually backflush it, flush the water through in the opposite direction. So that's pretty easy. Our radiator's out, so we need to put the water in the top hose and it can come out the bottom hose. Okay, so here's our first problem. Our hose, easy fixed. And then we can just shove the hose in the top like that. So we've gone around to the other side of the bike, and now we're looking at the hose on the other side. You can just see on the peripheries there, that's your water pump there. So what I'm going to do is turn the water on very slowly, because we're not sure exactly what's going to happen here. If I turn it on quickly, it could blow the hose straight out of the top pipe there. So I'll go and turn the hose on gently and sort of feed it up to the point where I know that nothing bad's going to happen. Now we're not getting a colossal amount of flow there, and that's probably because the thermostat is stopping the flow of the water. But what did come out was pretty disgusting. So I'm going to let that run for a little while. Now that's a great start, but I think we'll turn the water off now. As I said, the thermostat reduced the flow. That's what a thermostat does, by the way. It controls the flow of the water, the coolant, through your engine by opening and closing and basically throttling off the amount that flows. When the engine is cold, you want to warm the water that's in the water jackets so the flow is slow or non-existent. When the water's hot, you want to be able to pass the water more quickly so that it can get into the radiator where it cools off. So that's coming out clean water now, and that was our objective for now. But I think the cooling system does bear more attention in the near future. So we'll let the bike dry out a little bit, and then we'll drag it back into the workshop for the next step.